Hi everybody. I made a short earlier saying that I was gonna make a cheap, relatively cheap, easy vegan and gluten-free pasta dish. And that's what I'm gonna do in this video. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite, really low maintenance, like easy to make, and like I said, relatively cheap, especially considering sometimes vegan products can be more expensive, relatively cheap dinner. I'm gonna show you how I do it. This is a vintage UMass hoodie. This was my mom's when she was a UMass Amherst student. I also went to UMass Amherst, but I think it's cool that this was hers and we both went to the same school. Just wanted to point that out. Also, I'm drinking a Recess Mood drink, and I poured it over ice and put it in this fancy wine glass. I did a year of no alcohol at all in 2020 and I felt really good. I just wanted to like see if I could do it, like test out my relationship with alcohol and what it would be like to have a full year with no alcohol. And honestly, I really didn't miss alcohol at all. But so now I drink occasionally, but I love these as an alternative to like a normal rosé. The flavor is strawberry rosé, and it's basically, this is what it is. It's magnesium and adaptogen infused sparkling water. I get mine at Target, but you can probably find them at other like natural food stores or order them online. They're really good. Anyway, let's get into this recipe. By just going over the basic ingredients. Olive oil. This is how you're gonna saute your sauce. Like I said, this is like a real cheap and easy like version of maybe like a fancier pasta dish because I'm using frozen vegetables, frozen peas, frozen broccoli. These are both like cook in the bag, so I'm literally gonna pop them in the microwave to soften them and cook them, and then I'm gonna put them in the saute pan with the olive oil. But first I'm gonna chop up, I have half an onion left, and that's gonna go in the pan first. You'll see that. Normally I would chop up fresh garlic for anything I cook. Like I'm a big fan of garlic, but the pasta sauce I have is roasted garlic flavor, so normally that wouldn't be enough garlic for me, but I'm feeling lazy. This is like a lazy girl's vegan gluten-free pasta. Okay, and then you just want some unsweetened coconut milk. Get the coconut milk in a can. It's just better for cooking. I don't really know why. I don't know if someone knows like the ergonomics. I don't know if that's the right word. If somebody can explain why coconut milk in a can is better than coconut milk in like a carton for cooking, it's just better, right? Like we all agree, we're on the same page. Okay. Gluten-free pasta, my favorite brand, Jovial. Really good. It's made out of brown rice. Let's get to cooking. Okay, so first things first, I know my pan is kind of, it's seen better days, but it works, so we're keeping it. First things first, I'm sauteing the half of an onion. And we have a visitor. Hi, sweetheart. This food is not for you. Doggies can't eat onions. Do you like my tea tower? My Cafe Bustelo? My electrolytes? How about that? You like that? I don't know why I'm being weird. Okay, so as the onion is sauteing and the broccoli is in the microwave, I thought I would just check in and say hi to you guys and talk to you a little bit. I just had spring break the past week. I said I was getting laid off, but I actually have my job until July 1st. I think I mentioned that. So it's like an impending layoff, which is great. Oh, that's my bird clock. But yeah, so that being said, I'm still an employee, I'm still working, and we had spring break, and so I had spring break, and it's been fun, except I didn't do something kind of major that I thought I was gonna do while I had time, which is apply to a bunch of jobs, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. I just really felt like I needed to kind of go into like, oh, the broccoli's ready, into like deep rest mode, and that's kind of what I did. And spent a lot of time walking my dog, which is honestly my favorite thing in the world to do. So I would take her on like 2 walks per day, every day this past week, and it's been amazing. Okay, the broccoli is done. It has to sit out for a minute before I open the bag, probably so I don't burn myself. And now the peas are taking their turn in the microwave. So yeah, I didn't get that stuff done that I wanted to get done. I also wanted to do my taxes, have not done them yet, but I will. Oh, there she is. I will do my taxes. I just didn't do them on spring break, and it is what it is. That's how it worked out. So I've been applying to jobs in San Diego and also in the Pacific Northwest because I just said I didn't apply to jobs like I wanted to, but I did apply a little bit. I didn't go as hard as I was planning to. I've been looking at San Diego. I don't know why, I just feel kind of called towards San Diego. Also looking for jobs in the Pacific Northwest. Also applying for jobs here in Denver. I don't know if I'll stay here. If you have any suggestions of a city I should maybe consider moving to that is actually affordable, let me know. And I know San Diego is not affordable, but I've just always wanted to live near the ocean, and if not now, when? You know? If not now, when? Like, I don't have kids, I'm a single person, like I can live anywhere I want. Why not try? You know what I mean? Why not try? By the way, this is my apartment. I don't know if I've ever shown my new apartment. There's a lot of content of my old apartment in Massachusetts, but this is my apartment in Colorado. That's Austin Butler on my wall. I love him. That I think is a print from, it's a shot from GQ magazine. Like he's doing his little Elvis thing. I loved that movie, that Baz Luhrmann directed Elvis movie with Austin Butler. I thought it was so good. Loved it. I just added the broccoli. So it's just sauteing now with the onion, and then I will add the peas, and then I will add spices because I am not a bad cook. So hold on one second. Okay, so I'm not really the best at filming cooking. Like I feel like this is very unglamorous looking, but I added the peas, so now you have the broccoli from the bag, the peas from the bag on top of the sauteing onion. And like I said, I'm not a bad cook, so I am going to add additional seasoning. The mixed up salt, James Crazy mixed up salt, is really good because it has all the seasoning I like, but it's in one place. So salt, onion, black pepper, garlic, celery seed, thyme, and oregano. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that on here. I'm also going to add some red pepper chili flakes because I like a little spice. But yeah, season to taste, and then keep this on low, obviously, like you don't want to burn it. And then I've added the boiling water for the gluten-free pasta. So yeah. Okay, so I forgot to mention that I also added a nutritional yeast, and I kind of like mixed up all the veggies, let it cook for a while. It's on a low heat. My water's still boiling for my gluten-free pasta. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the pasta sauce. This is like $2 pasta sauce, okay? I'm gonna add a lot. Okay, maybe I'll just use the rest of the jar. Okay, and we're gonna mix that around and then add the coconut milk. Okay, so now it's kind of all mixed together with the tomato sauce. So I'm gonna add the coconut milk, just unsweetened organic coconut milk. Again, like $2 or less. And I wanted to mention that I added the nutritional yeast because it has a cheesy flavor, and it's also packed with B12 vitamins. So if you're interested in like learning more about plant-based cooking and trying to cook more vegan food, nutritional yeast is a really good option. You should definitely have it on hand. So yeah, adding the coconut milk. Probably just gonna go ahead and add like most of the can because I'm gonna have this meal for like days probably. I'm gonna just keep eating it for the next few days. So let's mix this all together. Okay, so hey again. This is how the sauce looks with the tomato and the coconut milk and the veggies and the onion and the olive oil all sauteed together. I'm gonna let this heat up and boil and get all the yummy flavors mixed together for a bit as my pasta is cooking. Again, this is brown rice pasta, so it's completely gluten-free and it's vegan. There's no egg or anything. This is fully vegan. And I wanted to just say, if you're worried about things having like too strong of a coconut flavor when you use them in cooking, if you're trying to do dairy alternatives, in my experience, you really don't have to worry about that, but like play around with different types of coconut milk. Always use it in a can. That's like my main suggestion. It's just better for cooking. I don't know why. But yeah, like one canned coconut like is a little too coconutty, try a different one, you know? And always make sure it's unsweetened. But I also just wanted to say that when you mix the coconut milk with tomato, it really like has such a great like taste, and it really does not taste like too coconutty. Like the tomato like cancels out the coconut. It's really good. Okay, do you see how it's like becoming this really beautiful color, and it's like thickening and like blending? That's kind of the effect we want. It actually looks and smells so good. I'm so excited. Okay, so normally I would add the pasta like into the pan with the sauce and just like keep it all in the pan, but I actually made so much sauce and so much pasta that I transferred it into this giant bowl. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It doesn't look super pretty, but I'm confident it will taste good. I'm gonna try it when it cools down, and let's plate this. Okay, here it is, plated. Delicious. Also just wanted to give you guys a tip. If you are cooking with gluten-free pasta, don't overboil your noodles, because like the brown rice and chickpea style noodles fall apart really easily. So always cook them al dente. You know, cook them for shorter than you think. Okay, I think it's cool enough. And I'm gonna try it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Personally, for me, next time I'd probably add like a habanero pepper or something in the saute, like a fresh one cut up, because the red chili pepper flakes is not enough. I need a little more kick. Overall though, it's good. I hope this recipe at least gave you some like ideas for plant-based food. Even if you don't make this exact recipe, maybe got some things turning in your mind, and you can create something plant-based or gluten-free for yourself that is super easy, because it's a lot easier than people make it seem. You know what I mean? Anyway, love you guys. Talk to you later.